What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K21 at Next Gen. Today, we're going to be continuing the series of the trading every player rebuilds. You guys have been seeming to like these quite a bit. A lot of you have been asking me to do some other sort of challenges, and I've been trying to incorporate those. Pretty much every other video at this point. By the time you guys are seeing this, I will be back at school for a week, so I'm trying to get as many videos out, many videos scheduled as possible. So, as always, feel free to still comment video ideas. Even though I'm not technically here, I'll still be reading comments, and as soon as I get back in a week, we'll get right into it. Actually, it won't be a week when you're seeing this, but I will be back next Friday. This Friday, I guess, probably when you're seeing that. So, we're going to get right into this one. If you guys don't know the way these work, basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. Every single player on this entire roster has got to be traded before I do start simming year number one. And at no point in time may they come back on the team for any reason whatsoever. So, I'm actually surprised I haven't done the Heat yet. I really thought, I probably would have by now, but I got a couple comments being like, how haven't you done the Heat? And I don't know, because I typically tend to knock out like the big market teams first, and I just must have missed Miami. So, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and change some positions around, get those, overalls up a little bit higher, maybe increase that trade value a little bit. I'll see you guys with some of the first moves. So we're going to be starting off here with this team's best player. We're going to be trading Jimmy Butler right now. If you guys also don't know, I have no say in who I trade these guys to. I keep my eyes closed for these. So we'll start it off right now. My eyes are shut. We'll stop in 3, 2, and 1. Christian Wood and John Wall coming over from Houston. We're going to pick up, excuse me, I meant to say Trevor Ariza is in the deal as well. Yeah, Christian Wood, John Wall. Not my favorite deal in the world for the best player on our team, but I guess I'll have to live with it for now. I think I'm going to do Bam and Oladipo together just because Bam's on a pretty cheap contract. So we'll see what sort of offers we get right now, but let's go ahead and scroll through these. As you can see, I changed both of their positions, so we'll stop this one here in 3, 2, and 1. And we end up with Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Noel. Okay, that's actually not that bad. It's not every day I'm able to get Karl Anthony Towns in this team, so very excited about that. Precious Achiuwa. We'll do Kendrick Nunn. We'll pair those two together. I'm actually excited for the front court. I'm going to move Christian Wood down to that power forward spot. I'm sure most of you probably figured that one out. 3, 2, and 1. And we end up with Kier Lewis Jr. and Najee Marshall. That is not the trade I was looking for at all right there, if I'm being honest. Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero going to be the next two off the board for me. We need some sort of guard help right now. Or honestly, shooting guard, small forward. We do have John Wall as well, so we'll stop right now. Brandon Clark and Grayson Allen. I hate Grayson Allen so much. You guys know that. That's unfortunate. Goran Dragic and Andre Iguodala, next two off the board. I tried to go through these rather quickly. We're going to stop in 3, 2, 1. We're actually going to go one to the left this time. And we got Kevin Love and Dean Wader. It would have been Winslow and Tyus Jones. We got a lot of big men on this team. We have I think we have 3 power forwards now. Not ideal. Another rule about this is I cannot make any trades after I trade the entire roster until the first offseason. So that's going to be tough. Bjelica and Dwayne Dedmon going to be the next two. Did Dedmon go on the Heat at the deadline? I'm pretty sure he did. 3, 2, and 1. And we end up with PJ Tucker, Jordan Nwora. I actually don't know if we literally have a shooting guard on this team. Oh, we have Jalen Noel. Oh, and Grayson Allen. Kizzy Okpala. And I don't want to trade Udonis Haslem, but I feel like I have to. PJ Tucker's not on this team, right? No, he's in Houston. All right, I'm just going to throw Haslem there. I don't know if I might have missed somebody, but it feels wrong trading Udonis Haslem, but it's the point of the video, and we end up with Utah. I don't even know who the hell you are. All right, I got to go ahead and make sure I didn't forget anybody. I don't think I really did. Oh, God. It's a little tough at the small forward spot. Could I move, PJ Tucker's not on the Heat in real life, correct? I just want to make sure he came over in that trade, because I'm, almost positive that he didn't, but... Oh, he's actually on the Bucks, but what trade did I do with the Bucks? I have no idea. All right, I'm going to go ahead and figure out this rotation. I'll be back. So I decided to go with the 10-man rotation here for year number 1. I actually went ahead and signed John Henson off the bench. There's no rule against me doing that. I've said that in previous videos before. I'm not just making that up right now just because I needed a backup center. But it's interesting for year number 1. It's definitely interesting. I'm very excited about our front court. I think that definitely could be our front court for the entire video. The rest of this team, I'm not so sure about. As you can see, I moved Brandon Clark down to that small forward spot. He actually did go up 1 overall. He definitely probably won't be the answer there for the entire video, but he's definitely going to have to be for year number 1. So John Wall, Grayson Allen, Brandon Clark, Christian Wood, and Karl Anthony Towns wearing number 9. Looks a little bit weird not seeing him in 32, but I don't know. Was 32 retired in Miami or somebody else? I don't know. Yeah, Kevin Love's off the bench. He's probably going to be in some sort of trade this offseason. It actually kind of sucks as he is overall dipping, especially because he's on such a big contract. It actually is front-loaded, though. Or it's not even front-loaded. It's just a cheaper deal, I guess, for the final season. I don't know. Whatever it may be. But he's going to be our 6th man. I know I normally don't do big men as my 6th men, but... we don't really have many options at this point. Jalen Noel, John Henson, who I did sign, Utah, Watanabe. I'm just horrible at names. I think Kier Lewis Jr. is going to be getting some minutes as well. So that is the team here for year number 1. I definitely think we definitely will be in the playoffs here, especially in a pretty weak Eastern Conference. So not weak, but definitely weaker than the West. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. So we do wrap up year number 1 here. As I thought, we are in the playoffs here. We're a 6th seed here in the East. Again, this team is definitely not ready to win a championship right now. I definitely was not saying we're going to be a 2-3 seed in the East. But 6th seed nonetheless. Giannis Antetokounmpo, MVP, LaMelo, Rookie of the Year, Precious Achiuwa, 6th man in New Orleans. I really wish I got to keep him. He's just developed so nicely in this game. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Defensive Player of the Year as well. Chris Boucher, Most Improved. Mike Malone, 16-22. Is the record for the Denver Nuggets. So, player stats on the year, we take a look at them. Karl Anthony Towns, an absolute monster for us. John Wall, actually really solid. 20.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, 9 assists, 1.5 steals a game. I will take that. I don't love this contract, but, those numbers are solid. But then again, we don't have a lot of scorers on this team. So, definitely going to have to make some trades. I think, Kevin Love's definitely probably going to be one of those guys getting traded. So, before we do get into the offseason, we do have the Bucks here in round number 1. Drew, DiVincenzo, Chris Middleton, Giannis. Bobby Portis, the starting 5 for them there in Milwaukee. We actually win game 1, but we do go on to lose. I think that was 2 or 3 straight. So, we get eliminated round 1. Not that surprised. Lakers end up going back-to-back. LeBron James, age of 36, wins another Finals MVP as they do beat the Bucks in 5 games. So, let's head up to league meetings right now. Eliminate the... What? I don't care what that is. There's no thanks. I'll make sure we don't do anything in the draft lottery. I actually don't even think Miami has their pick. I don't even think we have our own first-round pick. Utah. What? Huh. I think Eric Spoelstra is definitely safe. I don't really... Caron Butler, are you actually an assistant coach of this team? You don't have the greatest ratings. We're a big market. We can definitely afford Randy Martin. God damn it. We only have a B-plus trainer. Assistant coach, I'll take Peter. I'm just going to take my normal guys. I've never seen somebody guys, people in an older 2Ks used to get mad at me when I'd go ahead and sign the same coaching staff and, trainers and stuff like that. I think people have kind of realized that it doesn't really matter. You never actually see it. But if anybody has a problem with it, let me know. I can kind of switch it up a little bit, but I tend to just get the guys with the highest ratings because it kind of makes the most sense. So, yeah, we don't even have a first-round pick. We only have 2 first-round picks we can actually use, one of them coming from Miami. So, that being said, I definitely think we do have a couple trades to make. I think we definitely need to establish a real small forward, a real shooting guard. Those are definitely my 2 priorities, so I'll see you guys with that first trade. So, I'm going to try to get pick 3 here from Sacramento. There is somebody in mind that I do want. The thing that's going to be tough right now is we don't have a lot of future first-round picks that we can trade. So I'm going to try to include some other players. I don't really know how many I have under contract right now, especially that I'd be, willing to move. I think probably Grayson Allen's probably going to be the only one here. Are they going to take that? No, they're not. All right, that's the tough thing. I'll give you 1 first-round pick in the future, but if they're not going to take that, I'm probably just going to let this one go. And I actually agree to that. So Jalen Green's my guy. I think he's going to be a decent, young shooting guard for us. Definitely think we need a little bit of younger talent on this team. And he already got drafted, didn't he? Are you fucking kidding me? How does this happen every time? I mean, seriously. You don't even need a shooting guard, Portland. What does CJ McCollum, chopped liver? And I know, Cade Cunningham's sitting here right now. Oh, it is hard to pass on Cade. I don't know. I feel like I haven't gotten him in a minute, and that could leave the door open for me trading John Wall. All right, I'm going to take Cade. I think it's kind of dumb if I go ahead and do the same thing I do every video. If I have a guy in mind that I want and he ends up getting drafted before my pick, I kind of just cheese the system and kind of let me, give him to me myself every time. I don't know. I'm going to take Cade. I'm not mad about Cade Cunningham at all. In my opinion, he's the best prospect in the draft class either way. I'm actually surprised he went ahead of Kuminga. But yeah, welcome to the team. We're going to bring back all these guys. Probably get a couple first-round picks for a lot of them. Qualifying offers, we have none. So I think John Wall's time here is probably unfortunately come to a close for us as we're probably going to rob the Cade Cunningham train going forward. I could run them in a backcourt together. I don't really love that idea, though. I feel like I'd be more comfortable just moving on from John Wall for either, a small forward or a shooting guard. So that being said, Utah here, Najee Marshall, Dean Wade, all going to be getting traded for first-round picks, and then I'll see you guys with the big move. So we're going to be doing this deal here with Golden State. We're going to be bringing, actually doing a trade that's already happened, Kevin Love swap for Andrew Wiggins. But I don't want Royce O'Neal, and I don't want to give up another first-round pick. You're definitely not getting Jalen Noel for Derek Favors. Do I have any seconds? Oh, son of a bitch. I feel like I can get Andrew Wiggins, way easier. If I just go to Player Finder, is there any way I can just get Andrew Wiggins, in a simpler way than that? I feel like I probably can. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are you smoking? Okay. Here, take Kevin Love. Take 1 first. Here, Lewis Jr. for Derek Favors. I would rather not. This actually, oh my God. Do I need a backup center right now? I do. All right, I'm going to pull the trigger on this. It might actually be worse than the first deal that I took, but I'm fine with it. We got a backup center as well. So, John Wall, I don't know if I'm going to be able to be able to find a trade that's good enough for him. You know what I'm saying here? He's just making $44 million, and I don't really have a lot of picks left. So it's tough to find something like, I'll give you my one first round. Like, these are the trade offers I'm getting, though. And I don't have really anything else in my roster to trade. So that being said, I know I just said I didn't want to do it. I think Cade's going to slide into that shooting guard spot. So John Wall is going to be here for another year. And again, he had a really solid year for us. Like, I'm not going to discredit him at all. I think he's still really good. I just don't like that he's in a contract year. Actually, does he have a player option? He honestly might. He does. Never mind. He's not in a con. Well, he is technically. But we're definitely going to go 10-man rotation again. I need a backup small forward and a backup power forward. So let's see what we got here in free agency. Oh, brother. Nothing too great here. Bryn Forbes is only 6'2". Not loving any of these. Everybody's just so old. It's kind of annoying. Kenrick Williams, I'm not sure what that sort of offer is. Is that a trade exception? Yeah, okay. So, welcome to the team, Kenrick Williams. You're going to be my backup small forward. And now I need a backup power forward. I cannot bring Bielitsa here. I'm not bringing Myers Leonard back here. So I guess our son Ilyasova is the answer. Welcome to the Miami Heat. I really don't love this bench right now, but it's what we got to work with. So I'll see you guys at the rotation at the start of year number 2. So year number 2, the rotation is all set. It sucks to see John Wall regressing a little bit. He also kind of looks like he's on his deathbed in that picture. I don't really know why. I'm very excited to see what Cade Cunningham do, though. You know, the 19-year-old out of Oklahoma State. I think he's going to be very good for us. He tends to win Rookie of the Year. I don't know if he's going to win Rookie of the Year with a team that is as deep as this, but I'll be excited to see what happens. Andrew Wiggins, a new addition, kind of hopefully having something going well here for him. Finally, the former first overall pick, making quite a bit of money as well. Christian Wood and then Karl Anthony Towns. Neither of these guys are in contract years. I was just checking on that. The bench is probably going to be the one thing we definitely look to focus on upgrading along with the point guard spot. This offseason, but here's how it looked for now. Kier Lewis Jr., Derek Favors, Jalen Noel, Kenrick Williams, and Ersan Ilyasova. It's actually not that bad. It's a little bit better than I was giving it credit for, but it's still not as good as it probably should be. But that is it for now. Hopefully we're a little bit higher than a 60 this year. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. So Nikola Jokic takes home the MVP award here at the end of year number 2. I don't know why his number switches so often. I don't know why that is, but whatever. We end up as a 2 seed here in the Eastern Conference, number 4 in the power rankings. I will definitely take that. Cade does win Rookie of the Year for us, 17 points, 5.5 boards, 7.5 assists. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'd like to transition him back to that point guard spot. He can be a little more of a ball facilitator, but we got to figure out a trade for John Wall at some point because he's definitely going to accept that player option. Obi Toppin, 6th man of the year. Jonathan Isaac, player of the year. Goga Bitadze, or Bitad, I don't even know how to say it. Most improved, Stan Van Gundy, 70-12. I'd like to see this roster. It's a really, really deep team. That's not winning 70 games, man. I'm sorry. That's just, there's no fucking way. Brooklyn's a 1 seed here in the East, so they are ahead of us. Check out some player stats right now. Karl Anthony Towns, Cade Cunningham, Wiggins, John Wall. His numbers took a little bit of a decrease. Kier Lewis Jr. was honestly really solid. He could be an option, if we do need to point guard, but we will see. Christian Wood took a little bit of a dip in the points department, I think. Or his points last year. Yes, he went from 16 down to 14, and he, lost like half a rebound, but still not that bad. Rebounds went to Towns, and assist was Cade Cunningham. So we have the Atlanta Hawks here in the first round. Trae Young, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Onyeka Okongwu. Not a bad lineup. Obviously, a lot of young talent there, but we do get by them in 6. Chicago actually beats the Knicks in round 1. Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Pat Williams, Thad Young, and Nikola Vucevic. They have Schroeder off the bench now. Looks like they moved on from Larry Markkinen, and we win in 6 again. Us in Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey. They added Paul George, Matisse Thybulle, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid. Looks like they did a Tobias Harris for Paul George swap. New Orleans and Denver over there in the West. We win that one in 5. Us and the Pelicans. I just showed you this lineup again. It is definitely a very deep team. Looks like their whole starting line or their whole lineup is basically all 80+ overalls, and 2K does love the Pelicans and Zion. So would not be surprised if we lost. Wow, we win. Okay, I didn't see that one coming. Huh. Well, challenge complete. What? Wow. Okay, I was definitely not expecting that one. But hell, I'll fucking take it, dude. All right, draft lottery right now. Again, probably not much here for us going, but let's go ahead and sim it. Atlanta Hawks end up with the number 1 overall pick. I don't know who that pick was from because we just played them in the playoffs. So obviously they are not in the draft lottery. I do want to go ahead and get an A trainer just because I need 3 untapped potentials. You never know. And I'll get a new assistant GM. Actually, I'll just re-sign Ryan Johnson. I think he was our guy before. So we're heading up to the NBA draft right now. Again, probably don't have anything. We're very low in the pick department right now. We actually have our own first-round pick. Like, why would I do this? Like, it just makes no fucking sense. 2 future seconds from Milwaukee. Perfect for me. We're not going to have team player options. Obviously, John Wall accepts. Their favors does decline. I would like to bring him back. I think he could be a key piece of this team qualifying. Michael Mulder, I didn't even know you were on this team. So, we head into a very large free agency right now. We do not even have bird rights on Derek Favors. Is it even going to let me re-sign him? It is. I'd like to bring back Derek Favors. I think he's a very important piece of this team. So he's going to come back, and he's pretty much our only big free agent, or big, or whatever you want to call him. So we obviously didn't have any cap space anyway, so we were not really signing anybody big. So now what do I want to do? I got to figure out probably who I'm going to be getting for John Wall, because at this point I might just roll with Kira Lewis Jr. John Wall making 47 mil is really not something I'm looking to do right now. So I have a couple options or a couple ideas for what I'm going to do. Whatever I decide, I'll obviously show you guys that. I'm not kidding. I legitimately have not been able to figure out one decent trade for John Wall. Like, there's literally, like, if you trade him, if you put him up on the trade finder, I tried adding picks, I tried changing his position. Like, these are my offers pretty much every single time. So I think I'm going to keep him. If he regresses a little bit more, I think I'm going to give the starting gig to Kira Lewis Jr. I mean, he had a really solid year last year. He definitely was probably a candidate for most improved player, honestly. I mean, the numbers, especially, I mean, in the assist department, John Wall hasn't beat, but in the points department, he barely does. So I think Kira Lewis Jr. is probably going to be the guy we go with. Pretty young backcourt of him and Cade Cunningham, but I think John Wall is going to be getting paid $47 million to come off the bench, because I'd rather just keep him. He can be a mentor, whatever you want to call him. And technically, the challenge is already complete. If it wasn't complete, I'd feel a lot more pressure right now, but I am comfortable with it right now. So that being said, I either need to figure out a backup center or a backup power forward. I can, move. Okay, Nick Batum. I'll sign Nicholas Batum, 33 years old. Aging a bit, but I'm still fine with it, and that's going to be the one thing I guess we change. So we're still doing a 10-man rotation. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You guys know what I'm saying. I'll see you guys at the start of the third and final year. So year number 3 here, third and final year. This is how the rotation is going to be looking. Obviously, as I mentioned, Kira Lewis Jr. is going to be officially starting for us. I'm happy I did not include him in any sort of trade, because I think he definitely could be good for us now that he's especially getting starting minutes. I mean, you saw his numbers off the bench last year. I'll show you them again. And that was in how many minutes? 21 minutes a game he put up those numbers. So I'm pumped to see what he can do. I mean, his per 36 numbers are crazy. Not that, again, those, exactly translate, but I'm excited. Him and Cade Cunningham, pretty exciting backcourt. Andrew Wiggins, still going to be my starting small forward. I mean, again, we won a championship with, this starting lineup, obviously, except for Kira Lewis Jr. Is replacing John Wall, but I think we definitely could again. That being said, we'll probably be a fucking 8 seed or something. But bench unit, John Wall down to a 79 overall. Man's getting paid $47 million fucking dollars to play less than 2 quarters a night. I wish I had that life. Derek Favors, Jalen Noel, Kendrick Williams, and then Nicholas Batum are one change to the bench. So that is it for now. Let's hopefully go back to back. I will catch you guys at the end of the third and final season. Joel Embiid takes home the MVP award here at the end of year number 3. 28 points, 15.5 boards, 3.5 assists, 1 steal, and just over 2 blocks a game. Pretty deserving. Victor is your rookie of the year in Washington. Spencer Dinwiddie, 6th man. Jonathan Isaac, defensive player of the year. Kobe White, most improved. Really solid numbers from him. Stan Van Gundy, 68 and 14. You won 70 games, fat ass, last year, and you still didn't get it done. We go 67 and 15. Wow. Did not think we were that good. I really did not. Player stats near Towns, Cunningham, Wiggins, Wall. Somehow Wall still averaged more, but I'm still very comfortable with my decision. I'm not changing it. For the playoffs, rebounds went to Towns and assists went to Cade Cunningham. So we got the Knicks here in round 1. Davion Mitchell, Josh Christopher, RJ Barrett, Obi Toppin, Mitchell Robinson. Nice young core they have right there, but again, we went in 5. Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, Hamidou Diallo, Ben Simmons. Joel Embiid, we beat him last year. I think we can probably beat him again this year. It's 6 games. Kyrie, how is this a 7 seed? Like there's just, I'm not complaining that they're in the East Finals. They definitely should be in the East Finals, but how is it a 7 seed? You know what I'm saying? There's no way it's a 7 seed. And we got a rematch officially of last year's NBA Finals. Lonzo Ball, Buddy Hield, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Clint Capella. I'm sure their bench is still really solid. They got us this year. All right, well, we got one, so the challenge is officially complete. Again, I was kind of handcuffed in this video. I don't want to make excuses. We actually completed the no 90 overall challenge. I might do that one. Actually, might just record that one next, if I'm being honest. Yeah, why not? We'll do that one tomorrow. So, that pretty much does it for me in this one. Whoa. As I mentioned, these videos are all going to be scheduled to upload, so I actually will not be, I'm going to try to remember when I scheduled to upload videos so I can check comments, but if I, miss some comments, my bad. But still, as always, feel free to comment any other video ideas. By this time, you guys are probably seeing this one either Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'll be home in 2-3 days by the time you see this one. So let me know any other video ideas down below in the comment section. As always, I'm very excited for this summer. I still have 2 more videos to record, and it's already 11:30. So I got to get on that. But thank you guys all so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one.